Over the years, I've had a chance to see a side of the Gulf that many people never even glimpse. I've come to see it as a scientist, as an explorer, as someone who regards the Gulf of Mexico in a way as home. It's where I first learned to dive. It's where I first got to see fish face to face underwater. A magical place. When I first had a chance to see the Florida Keys as a kid, there was no protection. In fact, it didn't seem that any protection was needed. The ocean seemed infinite in its capacity to recover no matter what we took out of it or what we put into it. But that was in the 1950s. At the time of the Deep Horizon spill, the Gulf of Mexico had already been degraded by years of overfishing. There's some obvious impacts when an avalanche of oil and the toxic dispersants now on top of that take a bite out of the lives that are there. There was an unprecedented amount of dispersant released, not just at the surface, but also at depth. These are characteristics that have a lot of X factors involved. It's a big experiment. We're not really prepared to deal with an accident of this sort. This is a wake-up call. One important lesson learned from the Deep Horizon spill is just the real cost of what we think of as cheap energy. It's not cheap when you put on the balance sheet the cost to the Gulf of Mexico as a system, the lives of the people forever changed. Reducing our dependence on fossil fuels means we give a lift to our quality of life. Reducing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has a host of benefits. Reduction in this trend toward global warming, ocean acidification, sea level rise, many things that are really going to be a serious problem in a not too distant future as a consequence of not really understanding the real cost of cheap energy.